Hey everyone, I'm with Jacob at Barra here, and he's been showing me some new products that they're introducing this year at SHOT Show. We're going to go over some of them, and I might ask him some questions, maybe not. Maybe he's just going to explain it all.
I'll answer everything before you can ask it.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Mike. So this is a 250Z. We just launched this gun in October of last year. So this is a unique over the barrel air storage design. So
the shroud is the container, the PCP container.
Exactly. So your shroud is storing the air. This has a takes a fill probe here. It's a 3625 psi fill, and you have a option to add a suppressor on here. This is going to be, we have Canada compliant models available, so there's no internal suppression in the rifle, so no issue on that. And then, yeah, the Canada compliant models are available in 22 or 25. We also, so we're selling basically, 6 models. Canada compliance, then we have a Veil camo version here that I'm holding, and then we have the tan version here in my left hand. So
does the Canada one come in both different configurations, like with the camo? Or?
So currently the Canada one we only have in tan.
Okay.
And that's we have 22 or 25 caliber.
Okay.
So obviously these rifles look a little different besides the color. So as you can see on this one, we added a B5 grip. So you have the option to really add any AR style grip that's a non-buffer tube, or excuse me, non-beaver tail. For the buffer tube, it's a mil-spec buffer tube. So you have the flexibility to kind of customize.
This setup already?
This is a custom one here. Okay. This is the setup it comes with right here. So it's a multi-position adjustable stock, and then it has cheek adjustment as well. So you can kind of set it up with the stock that it comes with. Now, if you have like a really preferred stock, you also can, make that change yourself if you want. So
makes sense. Yeah, that's nice. And
so,
it's not that heavy, really.
So for what it is, I mean, it feels like it's going to be pretty heavy when you see it, but it's quite lightweight. So, and obviously, it has the M-lock mounting ports, so you can really put on the accessories that you want. Bipod or
rail if you want.
You could have pick rails on there and all sorts of different things. So we're excited about that. It's been a lot of fun seeing what people are doing with them, and it's been a great opportunity for us to show customers what we've got coming. So
all right, so let's see what else you got on this wall.
Yeah, so over here, we just launched the Gen 2 version of the 1100Z. This is the first PCP rifle we launched a few years ago. So it's a very similar form factor as the original gun. Some of the changes are that it is now regulated is the biggest thing. So we upgraded this to have a regulator. You can adjust the regulator, but you have to remove it from the stock. Keep that in mind, but it does take a fill probe here at the end, and then you have the 1/2x20 threads on this as well.
And that's a suppressor you could add. Does it come with that, or
This is just an added aftermarket suppressor. This is a Buckrail modular suppressor that he came out with. So basically, this is one where you can determine the length, how much baffles you want in your suppressor. So this, we've also improved the side lever tolerances on this, and it updated the hammer spring, so it's a lot more efficient system, and also has just a better feel. But it has a lot of the same features, like the solid piece breech that we had on the Gen 1 gun. We've added some additional mounting points for the barrel, so improved accuracy.
Nice.
And then
this one's got a bit more weight.
Yeah, this one's a bit heavier. Obviously, that one didn't have a scope on it, I don't think. This one has
Canada compliant version as well.
So this one not currently, because there is we do have a small section in here for internal suppression, so we are working on doing a Canada compliant model, but currently that is not an option right now.
Okay. What's next?
Our other new thing, these are all items we have. We launched this 1858 pistol last year. Some people might not be familiar with this. It's about a year old, just over a year old. So this one's been really popular, where it's kind of a, similar to these full action, full metal shell loading revolvers, but this has the same kind of look and feel, but it's simply just taking the BBs in this internal magazine. So it's a little easier in terms of, hey, I just want to shoot a lot, you can do that, and then it's a polymer version.
Yeah, a little less expensive.
So it comes in at a much more affordable price. So those have been popular.
Last year?
You should have seen these last year. We do have a Canada version.
I don't know if you did have the black version.
Yeah, so this is our new CO2 1866 rifle. So we do have a Canada version in 22 caliber.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've
which you guys have had. So these take.
We have the kits and everything too.
Yeah, so these take the silver shells. The 177 is taking the gold shells, just to make easily distinguish between them. So these are fun. You can add a red dot or things like that. Which takes us to our 1866 Muti-pump. This is our original gun. This is what launched it all for us back in 2019. This is our first gun. And this is a Gen 2 version of the gun, so you'll notice that it has an optic on it. So it now has a built-in dovetail rail in the receiver. We've also added a pellet loading door. So for anyone shooting pellets in this gun, you can simply drop your pellet into this little loading ramp and then tilt it into the breech.
That's a lot easier.
So anybody that had difficulty. I mean, this is a small area, so
it was difficult.
Even if you have smaller fingers or
a little frustrating,
it can be hard. So that just kind of simplifies that process. And then we've made some internal improvements in terms of just kind of strengthening the sweeper. So it does not currently come with a scope.
That's a nice little scope.
This is just showing a nice little compact
it's nice.
scope. We recommend putting a smaller scope on this. I mean, you're not going to be shooting at extreme distances with this, but a nice little compact, lightweight scope like this does really well. Where because this isn't a metal receiver, and so but you can get great accuracy still. But just be mindful if you're putting something heavy on there. You know, it will.
You might break it.
You don't want to break it. We are selling these upgrade kits, so anyone who has a Gen 1 1866 this year will be able to buy. Say I already have the rifle. Hey, you can buy a new one if you want. It's totally fine. But we're also going to sell you just the receiver, and you can simply
just this area here.
That's so you can remove out a few screws. It's not like just take out the screws. It's not a complicated process though. And we'll have like a video walkthrough and instructions. But take out the receiver halves, put a new ones on, and you can now add an optic right onto your current 1866. So, and then finally, the last thing, we've got the new Gen 2 of our 400E. So
it's a Gen 2.
So some upgrades with this. We have now a 100-round magazine. So upgrade from 50 rounds to 100 rounds. So this is double capacity. We've also increased the velocity. This one will get you up to about 430 feet per second.
Basically, it's an AEG.
It's the same, it's very similar to what we had before. We've improved some of the internal tolerances with BBs. We found there's a lot of inconsistency between BBs across manufacturers. And one thing we're actually launching in conjunction with that is precision ground. We have BBs that we've sold before, but these are precision ground BBs. So actually, you look at a BB, it says it's .177 caliber or 4.5 millimeters. They are actually undersized because you needed to go through the barrel. Well, there's a fairly wide tolerance range on that, like 0.04 millimeters. So these are actually precision ground to 0.0004.
Okay, you know what? I need to get some of those because when I do my product testing with BB guns, sometimes with the inconsistencies, you can't always rely on the accuracy results because you might have one that just you'll have one that wings over here.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, right?
So that's really what it has several benefits. So accuracy, like you mentioned, and then number two is if I'm feeding BBs into this chamber, it's not just the size, but also these have a higher polished finish, and so they're going to feed into the magazine much easier. And then you also have much less likelihood of having a jam. And so really these and that's not just for our gun. This benefits any full auto BB gun. So there's a lot of full auto guns out there. We really wanted to launch a BB that really was designed. This is for full auto guns. I mean, you can use it in other things too. But this is going to work really well with your full auto guns.
It's a high performance round, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. And it's still going to be in a pretty affordable price. A lot of this is just like you have to really do the research and get into knowing these are the tolerances and getting through and saying, hey, no, this is what it needs to be to get the performance that we need. So that's really what we dove into that and got it right. So those will be available, should be later this month. We'll have those out, and we're excited to get them out there, and people shooting full auto guns can have a lot more fun shooting.
Perfect. No, that's great. I've got some nice new products. Thank you for your time.
And
Great seeing you. We'll see you next year.
All right. See you then.